So there's Memorial Day is an incredible day. It is to remember and pay respect to those that gave everything for the greatest country on earth. Like I'm actually just finishing up editing my New Zealand vlog, even exploring more of this world. Went to Mexico not too long ago, was in Canada years ago in Banff, gorgeous. New Zealand was beautiful, and I will cherish that for the rest of my life. And I want to see as much of God's creation as I can, but there is something about this country that it's number one. And I will always say that and always defend that statement until the day I die. And the more I travel, the more I love her, the more I love this country. Yeah, John 15:13, probably a small paraphrase here. There's no greater love than to lay down your life for a friend or a loved one. And just as Jesus laid down his life for the church, so many brave men and women laid down their lives for the greatest country on earth. So myself and all who inhabit this great country can enjoy its fruits. It's just an amazingly beautiful place. Like just founded on Christian values. And it's always funny, like if you ever really want to dive into it, there's a lot of push sometimes for separation of church and state. But actually, if anything, we need more church in the states. We need more church in the classrooms because that's where our values come from. That's where our founding fathers, when they wrote the original documents, it all was rooted in the Bible, in Scripture. And so we don't need more separation. We need more coming together of who we are as a country and God. I could go on this for days. Memorial Day started in 1868, actually as Decorations Day. And it was specifically called Decorations Day because it was a day for those to go out and decorate the tombstones and graves of those lost in the Civil War. And over the next just north of 100 years, in 1971, it became a federal holiday. And ever since the World Wars, it slowly shifted to Memorial Day. Yeah, that is as we know it today. So it's been about 55 years since it became a federal holiday, but it's been well over 100 years of actually paying respect to those that gave their life for this country. Many of y'all may know in the CrossFit community, we do MURPH in honor of Michael P. Murphy. Incredibly brave man that gave his life for his brothers, for his fellow servicemen. The story is incredible. I highly recommend you get out there and read more about it. The long story short of Michael P. Murphy is himself, along with a few other servicemen, were trapped and held down by gunfire by 30 to 40 Taliban members. And when they were looking to call for an evac, their communication devices couldn't get signal, so he left cover to be able to get reception and to make the call. And while doing that, he was shot, mortally wounded, and was able to keep fighting, but ended up succumbing to those injuries. Real world heroics. And I love that the CrossFit community, and really this is like swelled well outside the CrossFit community, but I do believe CrossFit kind of really rallied the troops when it came to Michael P. Murphy in the MURPH workout. It started as a hero WOD many years ago. And it's just it's a beautiful day for a beautiful cause. I didn't do it this morning with the larger community, which I have done MURPH with some form of community every year for the past decade. But I had to go get Toro. You wanna say hi? Maybe not. How are you? My friends the Kaliniaks are on a vacation right now, and I said I would watch the big man down there. And so I had to go pick him up this morning, couldn't make it to the gym. So I'm gonna go do MURPH by myself. But hey, who cares? Get it done. Today is far from being about myself. So without further ado, do you wanna come? I don't know if I should I bring you? Hair looks great. So this year I'm gonna do it unpartitioned. I don't think I've ever partitioned it. Partition means you break it up into smaller sets, like 10, 20, 20, whatever people do. Not doing that. I'm gonna do unpartitioned, not strict. Last year I did strict, did that, check that box. Just gonna do kipping pull-ups this year. It keeps the pace definitely higher. The intensity is higher, but strict just takes a very long time. So unpartitioned, kipping. You ready? You ready for MURPH? Also, I'm gonna do it on an air runner, which may make it a lot harder. If I didn't have to watch Toro, I wouldn't do it on an air runner, but I gotta keep eyeballs on this dude. All done. You think I did a good job? Thank you. A friend of mine, Allie's finishing it up. First time on partition. Push-ups. Good job. You did a good job too. What's that?
Another MURPH in the books.
Another MURPH in the books, that's right. What is the post game on that? Post game on that, the squats continue to be the worst part for me every year. You can't disagree with my post game. This is my post game. Okay. Allie's never been on the vlog. She'll be on in a second, giving her post game. She's chirping me for my post game. I dislike the squats the most. Kipping pull-ups fly through. So on the push-ups, I did 5, 3, 2. That was basically like a set of 10 for me. I was able to get through that, and then just the squats. I don't know why. Putting on a weight vest. I suck at air squats doing that. But anyways, done with it. I don't know, I need to look at my Garmin to figure out what I finished that in. I'm just gonna, that's my time, whatever that is. All right, Allie, post game.
Post game. Air squats, by far the easiest part of the workout. Sets of 50, walk around, back to sets of 50. Pull-ups, not too bad, just get through them. The push-ups, by far the worst part. I was cramping by like 75 and I had 125 to go. So definitely worst part for me. The air runner, different ball game. Entirely harder, probably ran twice as slow on that. Overall, MURPH 2026.
And that, I just want to say that's saying a lot because you ran in college, right?
Yes.
Okay, so she ran. So if she's saying that is hard, it's hard. And that was the first time on partition?
First time on partition. Not even close to partition. My time was probably almost like twice as slow, like double the time almost as partition, without the vest. So,
Dang.
If you want a challenge, on partition.
Nice job. Nice job, buddy. All right. Well, there you have it. What? What? Do you want to hang out? You want to say hello to the people? Okay. We will do this with Toro's assistance if he relaxes. I'll turn you around. Hey, we need to do a MURPH recap here. I'm a day late, I know, but Memorial Day, I've just such a deep love for this country and such a deep respect for all those that gave everything for this great country. And I know I said it earlier around separation of church and state, and funny enough, that's often also misunderstood because that was originally on the state intervening too much in what the church was doing, not vice versa. So if anything, we need more of the church in the state, as I said earlier. You know, my last thought here is I just don't know how anyone doesn't romanticize the United States of America. It is just built on just the acts of freedom and wanting religious freedoms and just to be away from tyranny. And it is stayed true to this day to standing on freedoms of speech, rights to bear arms and to live and chase the American dream, which is alive and well today. This is the greatest country on earth, and we owe everything to those that gave everything for it. So I hope y'all had a great Memorial Day. I hope y'all spent it with loved ones and friends. And if you didn't do MURPH, hope you get into it next year. There's always a variant of the workout that you can do, that anyone could do, that even Toro could do. As long as I'm doing these YouTube videos, I'll always post MURPH. I'll always do the workout. I'll always pay respect to those that gave everything. So without further ado, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Go tell someone you love them. God bless you, and I'll see you on the next one.
Really shipped off, so there was more to fight. Torn flag that's blue and white.